Howdy, friends. Tulio Pena here for the Pena team at Keller Williams Partners. I am here to share with you some information I learned very recently. I got the privilege of sitting in on a presentation webinar from a gentleman named Dr. Lawrence Yun. He's the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. And if anybody's got all the data, he does when it comes to real estate in North America. So anyway, I want to share this with you because there's a lot of people who just don't really know what's going on in the market today. I'm not saying the news is wrong, but sometimes the news wants to bring us doom and gloom. And, we're not really in a doom and gloom situation. So I want to share with you some of the slides. I'm going to do a series because he provided us with about a half hour's worth of data, too much data for a quick update. So I'm going to do a few updates to bring you up to speed on what I learned. So I'm going to share with you a PowerPoint that Dr. Yoon shared with us, and he gave us permission to provide it. So I'm going to go ahead and share this information. So here we go. Let me go ahead and get my screen the way I need it so that I can share. Here we go. Okay. So existing home sales percentage change from 2019 to 2022. To the left is the pre-COVID years. You can see that there's some normal ebbs and flows of the market. There's slower periods and then some periods that ramp up and busier times of year that truly ramp up. And then as we transition into the COVID real estate boom is really what we called it. COVID struck and real estate sales bottomed in the early months as we were all stuck in our homes. We really didn't know what was going to happen. As realtors, we didn't even know how to navigate such a situation where at first we weren't even allowed in homes. And in some states, it took many, many months until showings could even start back up. But for most states, they allowed us with masks and gloves and stuff like that to start showing homes again. We had to even sell by video quite a bit during that time. So it was a very interesting and unknown territory, really. So, but once the economy opened up in the mid 2020s, then the real estate really boomed with people needing more space, people needing home offices, kids being home almost all the time. Things got different and houses became homes and people realized they needed more space. So, and then into 2021 was a year of highly competitive market. There were multiple offers taking place, multiple attempts. I recall clients who made 13, 14, 15 attempts until they got houses, multiple losses. It wasn't very fun for buyers at that time. It was great for the sellers because they got their price and then some quite often. Okay, but then the market did shift down fairly quickly in 2022 as the interest rates started to climb. And interest rates, whenever they go up, it tends to result in people slowing down in their purchases. That's normal. Increases in priced buyers. This is what we're getting at here. The areas with higher prices started to realize things first. Okay, so let me go ahead and move on to the next slide. There we go. Annual existing home sales down 18% in 2022. And this was the lowest since 2014. So you can see from 2000 all the way across to 2022 and what the annual home sales look like on the left bar there. So markets with higher median prices, for example, places like Northern California, bigger cities like Chicago, parts of, say, New York, Denver, places that were really desirable states to live in, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Austin, Texas, those type places where homes tend to be a bit more costly, really felt the biggest impact. Then if you would compare those to more rural towns, Midwestern, smaller towns, areas, say, of like upstate New York, where there's more affordability, parts of some towns in the South, where homes just are at lower price points, those places didn't see as great an impact because of the affordability factor. Okay, so didn't affect those buyers' buying capabilities as much in those cities. Okay, and then slide number 3, newly constructed home prices versus existing home prices. The orange line, which is the top line, on the left sidebar, you see the value of homes. Across the bottom, you see the years from 2000 all the way to 2022. The orange line depicts the new build median home price, and the blue line is the existing resale median home price. Nationally, home prices peaked in early 2022 and then slightly declined into Q4 of 2022. However, in the end, the prices are still high. Homes are still retaining value, and we simply see micro drops. Whenever you see a graph like this, particularly of real estate, and you can see this in stocks and mutual funds as well, it's really a straight line going up. There's a bunch of little peaks, little valleys, peaks, valleys, peaks, valleys, and those can be caused by numerous things that take place in the world, in the news, in the economy, jobs, whatever it is, peaks, valleys, definitely interest rates. Okay, so homes are still up in value, and they're much better than compared to the last 15 years as far as values go. And one of the key takeaways that Dr. Youd started his presentation with is that there are no signs or symptoms of a bubble bursting in this economy. We still have plenty of people who need homes and plenty of homes that need to be built in this country. Okay, so the one thing that we have experienced was a slowdown, particularly end of October through November and early December. We are already starting to see in droves people starting to hit the market, hunting for homes again. So I'd say that's a very healthy and positive thing for the real estate market. So that is my first update on the report from Dr. Youd. I'm going to bring you several more, and we're going to just chunk this down and continue to learn together. Thank you so much.